Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Rach, aka Don't Rage Quit. Welcome back to the YouTube. Look, you can see my room. I am doing something a little different today because we're celebrating. Those of you who know me know that I love any excuse for a celebration. We are celebrating, let's see, 5,000 Twitter followers. Thank you so much, everyone. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, it's at Don't Rage Quit. You can follow me there. So thank you so much, everyone. And 700 YouTube subscribers. Holy butts. If you're not already subscribed, it makes me very happy to see all 700 of you. So, you know, you can sub if you want. It's free. I'm not forcing you to, but I'm just saying all the cool people are subscribed. So thank you so much. Also celebrating 3,000 Twitch followers. If you don't already follow me on Twitch, you can do so right here. It's the same. It's Don't Rage Quit. You know, at least I'm consistent. Yeah, so I've got a few things to sort of be excited about these days, so we thought we would do like something a little different. And at the start of the month, I put out a tweet and put out some stuff on Discord saying, you know, ask me anything. And I thought we would see what came through. So I'm just going to answer all of these and say the first thing that comes into my head. Maybe I'll take some time and think over some of the more, I don't know, maybe there's some thought-provoking ones, who knows. But yeah, let's see what you guys asked. Okay, first question comes from Anonymous. A lot of these are anonymous, I think, because you have to make an account with the Curious Cat. I picked this website because I love cats, so it seemed like a good one to go for. So Anonymous Pink Cat says, who has been your biggest source of inspiration? A lot of things inspire me in life. Like from all sort of things that I do. For example, with Twitch and streaming, one of my biggest inspirations has been Ashley Christ. She's quite a big streamer. She actually is a stream coach and she sort of gives advice to try and make your channel better. So she's been a big inspiration for streaming. For YouTube side of things and for like obviously working at What Culture, gotta give a big shout out to the guys that I work with, especially the guys in the gaming team, guys and girl, of course, but big shout out to Jules Gill, to Scott Tailford, to Rich Hudson, to Josh Brun, to Ash Millman, to Ewan Patterson, to just everyone who I work with, who has just inspired me to be the best I can be, because working in a team filled with so many really talented, amazing people kind of motivates me like to be really amazing and hopefully to maybe talented myself. So yeah, just in general, just as far as life goes, my parents, my mum and my dad, and my sisters as well, my family, I've come from a really, really loving family. I love my family so, so much. And everyone's all very well behaved and doing very well in life. My sisters are off quitting their jobs, quitting their safety of their jobs and following their dreams. My littlest sister is self-employed. Heck, my middle sister is just about self-employed as well. She's doing some youth work and they're just following their dreams. And my mum and dad are always so loving and they would never see me stuck, and just they're amazing. So I better not take this much time. I've got like 50 questions to answer, so let's move on. Anonymous with a lemony green, yellowy green cat says, what was the first game you rage quit on and never played again? The first game? Oh god, there's got to be loads. I never did finish Donkey Kong Country when I was little. I've completed it again later in life, so I guess I don't think that counts because I did go back to it. But a game that I rage quit fairly recently that I don't ever plan to go back to, one that comes to mind is Deadpool. So I had the Deadpool game, I completed it, I was getting the platinum. I am 2 trophies away from the platinum, and one of the trophies is to play through the whole game on like the hardest difficulty. And I got to a level that I just couldn't do. I was like out of ammo or something and I rage quit it, and I got no intention of going back to it. It's a fun game, but no way. Josh +1, hi Josh, thank you so much for the question. Says, if you could add one thing, change one thing, and remove one thing from the way that Twitch works, what would they be? Okay, add one thing. I would like to see a better like algorithm of like discovering new channels. I don't know. I mean, they're trying their best, so I don't really know what I would do. That's a tough one. Change one thing, remove one. Oh, if I had to remove one thing, I'd remove adverts. Twitch adverts. I mean, I know they make Twitch money. I know they make the the streamer's, well, the partnered streamer's money, but I would remove adverts entirely, because sometimes I'm channel hopping and I just want to see a new streamer. I just want to like check them out, or maybe they're a friend of a friend and I get an advert, and sometimes it's a 30-second advert, so I would ditch them personally. Change one thing, I guess removing is changing it, I suppose. I don't want to half-arse this answer. Twitch is amazing and I love spending a lot of time on Twitch, but maybe, oh God, I don't know, I'm an optimist, so I don't tend to focus on the negatives. So this one's kind of difficult for me, Josh. I hope that was okay. Anonymous with a nice turquoisey green cat says, are online friends real friends? Yes. Short answer, yes. It's kind of, well, they're definitely real friends. I don't know if you get the same kind of, there's like social interaction works with people online, but I don't know if you get the same kind of social interaction with people online as you do with people in real life. It's different. It's different. But yeah, of course they're real friends. Just like you're my real friend, my dude. Anonymous, nice, ocean royal kind of blue cat says Dark Souls or Zelda. Oh my God, I can't answer that. It's too hard. Ugh. Oh, they're different games! They're different games! Why would you do this to me, Anonymous? No, I refuse. I'm sorry. You get one refund on your question. Try again later. Anonymous Pink Cat, the next two questions are Anonymous Pink Cats, says, what has been your favourite highlight of your 2 years of being an affiliate? Dude, I have had some really, really cool Twitch moments. I've had massive raids. I got, 1 year through, I got 1,000 followers, and I decided to try and celebrate with a 24-hour stream. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, did all of my chores for that weekend, and then started streaming at 2 p.m. Not a good idea. I made it all the way through to like 8 a.m. the next day, so technically I was awake for 24 hours, but I only managed a 19-hour stream. I don't know if the maths in that is correct. I made it until about 8 o'clock anyway. During that stream I saw so many people that I didn't normally get to spend time with on account of, like, you know, my stream time and time zones and all that. I got a raid from Catastrophic of like, it was about 100 people or something, and it was people who had raided her from Lobos Jr. Lobos Jr. is like a massive inspiration. He is the reason that I wanted to start streaming. He is incredible. And just knowing that some of the viewers that were in my channel had come directly from his channel through the beautiful, wonderful Wibney was pretty insane for me. That was a highlight. Just like when I've had other streamers, other big partnered streamers in my chat as well, like shout out to Bloody Faster and to Sistars, who both took the time to come into my chat and say hello to me. That just blew my mind. Like, those are moments that I'll never forget. Like, it's really cool. Sis raided me. Sis has raided me like twice. I'm sure she's done it twice. Yeah, because one time I was playing Ashen, one time I was playing Jurassic World. See, these things, you just remember it because it means so much. It's just so cool. So cool. Amazing lassies. Second anonymous pink cat says, how much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? It would chuck about as much as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could. I got so far! The Lost Hero 98 says, how did we get to this point? I remember when you were Rach is on fire. I know, right? Rach is on fire. My old username that I had because I love Alexis on Fire, the band, but I decided I wanted to be a bit more unique and I changed it to Don't Rage Quit because puns. Mike Frost 123, hi Mike, says, what is your favorite highlight of the 2 years? Oh dude, I wonder if that was your anonymous question before, so I've already answered that, Mike. Thank you for your question. But yeah, just the moments where there's the other side of that, where the moments where I feel really humbled by people coming into my chat. I love doing that for people. I love getting a group of like 30 to 50 people and trying to find someone like on my follows list who I know is a really awesome streamer, but maybe doesn't have as many viewers, like maybe like under 10 viewers. And I'm just like, right, who can we all pile into today? I love raiding my friends, for sure. I love being on the other side of it, where they're like, they maybe feel the way I feel when I get people that I don't know. Maybe I'm being egotistical, but I love being on the other side of it as well. Many highlights. Anonymous Pink Cat, so many Anonymous Pink Cats, says, if you were a chicken with access to and the ability and knowledge to use a barbecue, and given that you're only capable of that crappy flying that all chickens struggle with, would you cook and eat your own wings? I mean, if I was a chicken, I would enjoy a good bit of birdseed, personally. So probably not. Don't think chickens are cannibalistic. So I'm gonna go with no, but good question. Anonymous Pink Cat says, why that be the way it do? Yes. Anonymous Pink Cat again says, your streams are always fun. Yes, thank you. So I wanted to ask, who are the top 5 streamers you would like to co-stream with that you haven't streamed with already? Anonymous Pink Cat, co-streams give me a lot of anxiety. It's so weird. I get a complex of, like, if I'm streaming with a smaller channel, I think, oh god, I don't want to talk over them. I'm very, very vocal and very conversational in my streams, so I would be either ignoring my chat or talking over the other streamer, so I don't co-stream very often. But if it was, if I had the chance to, I guess, like, top 5 streamers you'd like to co-stream. So multiplayer games, I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. I guess I would love to play World of Warcraft with Preach Gaming. That would be pretty cool. I'd love to play maybe some Dark Souls, maybe some Praising the Sun with Lobos Jr. and Bloody Faster. That's 3. I'd love to play some, oh my god. I'd love to play with Scissors, but she plays Fortnite and I don't play Fortnite. Ooh, I wish I liked Fortnite. There you go, there's a 4th. And a 5th. Okay, who do I know that plays multiplayers? I would like to play Stardew Valley with Simcopter1 because he's lovely. Digibomb Gaming says, corn dogs or hot dogs? Hot dogs. Anonymous Royal Blue Cat says, since you started streaming, what has been your proudest / happiest moment since? Oh, Con! Hi, Con! Thanks for the question, Con. Ooh, proudest and happiest moment. I guess that sort of comes under my highlights as an affiliate, but I would say I've had one fairly recently, and that is going from, like, the strength to strength this year. This year has been a very, very good year with me. A particularly proud moment of mine was I think I was hitting 60 to 70 viewers on my Resident Evil 2 streams, a stream that I did not expect to go well. So that's one that jumps to mind. I was really proud of how my Resi 2 streams went. Just managing to be continually growing makes me really proud of myself, makes me really proud of you guys. But, oh god, of course, being proud of you guys, St. Jude's fundraising, our very first fundraiser we've been doing this month of May 2019, my first ever fundraiser, and our first stream, we got over $1,000. We hit all of our stretch goals in our first stream in 3 hours. It was insane. I am so proud of that. So proud of that, for sure. Anonymous Greeny Yellow Cat says, who's your favorite Texas viewer? Is that you, Rick Diddy? Oh, hey, Rick Diddy. Well, I'm not saying that it's Rick Diddy, but she's certainly a very lovely Texas viewer. Anonymous Pink Cat says, when will you respond to the intense demand and re-release the Don't Rage Love Sports Bra? Mate, nobody bought one, but we could put the new emote on it. I'll revamp it. They were $40. Anonymous Green Cat says, hello. Anonymous Royal Blue says, do you miss Scotland? Every single day, my dude. To be fair, I live in Newcastle, which is not too far away from Scotland. Technically, you could drive for an hour and be at the borders, depending how fast you were driving, depending how much traffic there was. So I go home quite often, every month or so, every other month, maybe-ish. So yeah, I miss it. I miss my family. I miss my friends there, but I'm not too far away. It's not like I've moved to like the States where like I can just jump in my car and drive home in an evening. Do you know what I mean? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. But I do miss it. I miss Iron Brew. I miss everything. I miss Edinburgh. I do miss it. Anonymous Yellowy Green Cat. Oh, who's your favorite follower and viewer from Texas? Oh, that is a reprint. That's definitely Rick Diddy. Private Private Parts says, what are the best and worst things about streaming? Ooh, okay, Private Parts. The best things about streaming for me are, I guess, how it makes me feel. It's really fun. I love the really intense, instant gratification from people saying to me, you know, thank you for the stream, or I've been in a really bad mood today, thank you for cheering me up. I get that a lot. I mean, I don't want to brag or nothing, but I cheer up at people. I cheer up quite a lot of people. And I really, really like that. I like that all I'm doing is sort of sitting, having a nice time, and that is able to somehow make a positive impact on people's lives. That is the best thing about streaming. The worst thing about streaming is the negative impact that it can have on your mental health, like hugely. My self-confidence has never been the best, like through life anyway, but streaming both helps it and hurts it a lot. If you are, if I'm doing really well, and I'm sure other streamers will agree with me, if I'm doing really well for a couple of months and then suddenly I have a bad month, you immediately blame yourself. Immediately. And it's really hard not to compare yourself to others and to just make yourself think like, oh, you know, what am I doing wrong? And that kind of thing. It can be really bad. But it is that process of, you know, like trying to block that out and just saying, shut up. That I am working on. I have been working on that a lot recently and I am getting better at it, but that is definitely, yeah. Hey, Rebearfly says, hey Rach, I've not been around from the beginning, so what made you want to start streaming? I may have answered this already, but if I've missed it, if you have. Bear, that's such a good question, thank you so much. So, what made me want to start streaming was, I mean, I always knew it was around, and I had tried it in the past, but never really had the equipment to do it, and didn't have the drive to want to get the equipment or learn how to do it. When I worked for Game, so when I first moved to Newcastle, I was freelance, but I think I was depressed. I mean, I didn't get diagnosed or anything, but I think I was really like, it affected my work and I couldn't even do my work that well anyway, because I just had no social interaction. I had Mike, but Mike was out like 9 to 5 every day and I was just sitting in the house and just in this city where I knew no one, and it was really hard. So I got myself a job at Game, which was amazing. It was such a good part-time job to have, and I worked in Game for 3 years. We moved to what was, I think it's the biggest specialist game store in Europe. It's a big ass game, and that's over in the Metro Centre there. And they wanted to build, well, Microsoft contacted them, they wanted to build a streaming station in the shop, and I came forward and I was like, look, I have always wanted to try this, I will try it. So they sent us down to Reading, to Microsoft HQ, which is really cool. They have their own big like Minecraft room that you sit in, and it's got like grass and beanbags, and it's cool. So they told us all about streaming and what they wanted to achieve like from the streaming booth, and it was basically just to sell games. It's like, here, play this Xbox game, tell everyone your thoughts on it, and hopefully they'll buy it. And it worked. It was really good, and the whole time I was just so honest through it. And I really, really enjoyed it. And then that made me want to start my own channel. And then when I left Game, because I was just, I got as far as I could with Game. Like, I was really trying to make that streaming booth like all that it could be. It could have been so good, but they weren't interested. And I was like, I wanted to go on and do bigger and better things. So I applied for What Culture, and then I left Game and started my own channel. And here we are, 3,000 followers later, and YouTube 700 subs later. So yeah, that's how I got into streaming. Private Parts again says, is there a sandbox game that you'd like to sink your teeth into? I play a lot of MMOs, so probably not to why you could call a sandbox, but Stardew Valley I have already sunk my teeth into again, but I've been playing it again. Oh, I'm so bad. I need to stop replaying games and start playing new ones. For sure. But yeah, no, not at the moment, Private Parts. I've got so many big games that I just started Persona 5. Oh god, no, I won't be looking for any sandboxes for a while. Anonymous Pink Cat says, what do you think is the biggest thing that separates you from other streamers? I'm a new streamer and standing out is a challenge. Oh god, you can say that again. You can say that again. Oh my goodness. So from the beginning, I thought to myself, I made a choice, and I was like, I want people to want to hang out with me, not the game I'm playing. So from the beginning, I was like, I don't want to be associated with any one game. Saying that though, I played Dark Souls 1 all the time, but I like to think of myself as someone who I'm always very honest, and just I like talking to people, so I assume people like talking to me. It's hard because I'm quite bad at complimenting myself, Anonymous Pink Cat, but I've got an unusual accent, which some people quite like. I try and make people laugh. As far as my stream goes, I have some things set up, like I have points that you can earn by watching, and you can spend them on gifts, such as this. Just little silly things that I've added to my stream. We have magnets. We do magnet giveaways and stuff. I actually got that idea from Cesar's. A lot of the things I do, I just sort of watch a lot of streamers, and then I try and throw my magnets around. I try and sort of see what they do, and then if there's something that I like that they do, I try and put my own spin on it and make it my own. But as far as my personality goes, I am bright and cheery. I like to think of myself as an optimist, but I'm not afraid to be honest when I'm feeling down, and we can all agree that we're all feeling down together. I don't know, I think I've never really thought about it. Like I say, I'm bad at complimenting myself, but I'm a real person. I sit here and I'm myself, which I think does help. As for being a new streamer and trying to stand out, oh my god, a lot of it is just persistence, I guess. You could always try and do something really different that no one else is doing, but then again, you could see something that someone is doing and just incorporate it into your stream, because I am not innocent of doing that. There have been a lot of things that I've been like, ooh, I'll take that, as long as you're not copying it like exactly. That is a good way to stand out. I'll also have panel art, because panel art is the first thing that I look at. Liam Norris 5, hi Liam, says, if you could change the ending of any game, which would you change and why? Good question. What's a game that I played that I really hated the ending? I don't really hate anything. I would change I would change the ending of Breath of the Wild. And I'm sure I remember thinking about this when I just finished it. Oh, yeah, I would change the ending of Breath of the Wild to have more story after you actually save Zelda, because you finally save her, and you don't even get to hang out with her. It's just like, that's the end of the game. I know that it's profound and it's lovely, and you work all so hard to save her, and then you finally do. What else? Oh my god, I haven't, people like go on about the ending of Mass Effect 3, but I haven't finished Mass Effect 3 yet. What else have I played recently? I'm not sure, my dude. I've just had a wee think, and I honestly can't think of anything. I'm too... I don't dislike anything, but okay, we'll go with Breath of the Wild. Add playable Zelda. Zelda Adventures. We'll go with that. Private Parts says, what are the top 3 tips you'd give somebody who was tempted to start streaming? Tip number 1, have fun. Because if you're having fun, then you're good. But obviously, you know, this is streaming. This isn't just like sitting in a room playing games by yourself. So have fun, but make sure that people are having fun with you. Tip number 2, audio is everything. Audio quality means so much more than camera quality, to be honest. Make sure you've got a nice mic. Test your audio levels before each stream if you have time. And yeah, make sure that is tippy-toppy, because that's the first thing people hear when they come into your stream. As far as for the first thing they see, it's not as important. A lot of people can't actually watch on high quality anyway, so yes, make sure your microphone's good. And tip number 3 is don't be too impatient. Streaming these days is incredibly saturated. I'm sure the stats are something like there's like millions of streamers, there's hundreds of thousands of Twitch affiliates, and it's very saturated these days. So don't be too, I mean, it's all very well me saying just sit there, play what you want to play, have fun, and people will find you. But a lot of the time they won't. You'll just sit in the bottom of a directory and no one will find you, and it sucks. And I've been there. I was there for a long time. But try and find a niche. As long as it's a niche you enjoy. For me, a long time that niche was Dark Souls 1, and I played Dark Souls 1. I saw a lot of my initial growth playing Dark Souls 1. and that really helped me. So a game that's not too big, like Fortnite for example, and not too small, and hopefully you can get started there. Get your friends and family to watch you and to give you feedback as well. That's a free 4th tip. Watch your own streams back. Look at what you're doing and maybe where you can improve. To be honest, I should do that more. Anon says, how long until my application for the cult is processed? It's not a cult. Don't know what you're talking about. It's not. Anonymous Sea Green Cat says, not really a question, more of a heads up. I'm a gate crash your wedding. Okay, thanks, bye. Private Pirate says, if you could have a game-themed wedding, which game? Days Gone. Is there not a wedding in Days Gone where he brings the motorcycle in? I'm kidding, that's just because it's on my head. Ooh, game-themed wedding. I would love, I love medieval, everything medieval, so I guess Zelda? Or a Dark Souls wedding, Dark Souls 3 wedding, where the bride gets stabbed in the face with a sword. Doesn't sound good. We'll go with Zelda. Anonymous Greeny Yellow Cat says, I don't like hypothetical questions, but what would you do if I asked one? I would answer it. Anonymous Pink Cat says, what games do you prefer to play? I love RPGs. I actually really love replaying Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne. I like MMOs like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2. Basically, they're all RPGs, aren't they? Definitely, yeah. Love me a roleplay game. Juno G says, hey Rachel, congrats on the 700 subs! Thank you, Juno! Now that you've completed Sekiro, which game are you most looking forward to coming out? Pokemon Sword and Shield. As of this moment, we haven't even like seen much of it, but at the moment, really looking forward to the new Pokemon. Anonymous Yellowy Green Cat says, what's your take on the Sekiro difficulty discussion? Oh, I don't know if you're gonna like this. I have the less popular opinion, and that is, hard game is hard, and if you don't like it, go play something else. Because I mean, there's the argument of like, oh, what about less able gamers? And it's like, I'm sorry, but play something else? Like... And I know that's a really horrible opinion to have, but it's a hard game. If you give a game like that difficulty options, it takes away so much from it, in my opinion, and that's just because I'm a From Software elitist. Hey, Anonymous Sea Greeny Turquoisey Bluey Cat. Know you from your What Culture stuff. Thank you so much for watching the What Cultures, and I adore your love to the old classics, and that's why I love your streams. Thanks. I'm an ongoing streamer from Germany and still at the very beginning. My question is, do you prepare yourself before your streams, or are you doing it totally free? Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you so much. They're so sweet. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I often get in from work around like 6:30, and then my stream starts at 8 p.m. So I have a long time to sort of get some food, chill out, make sure my title is good, because I quite like to have an inventive title for each screen. I have a tweet, get a tweet ready to go. I have a Discord message ready to go. I'll message my mods and be like, this is what I'm playing tonight. Sometimes, I don't know, I should do that more often. I'll make sure all those things are ready, all nice and quick, and soon, because things like coming up with a tweet, coming up with a good title, they take me a while, so I tend to just try and make sure they're ready far in advance. I'll switch all my equipment on. I have everything set up quite well these days. I have a green screen. I'm not sure if you can see that I pull out of the ground, so I make sure all that's set up just depending on the type of game I need. I've got millions of cables to do, obviously, again, depending on what I'm playing. So just make sure all that's set up. I test my audio. If I have more than one source, for example, you know, mic and game, that's 2 sources. Mic, game, and music. I don't play music very often, but if I do have music, you're damn sure I'm going to test that audio, because you don't want that to be too loud. Yeah, so I just sort of make sure things like that are all working. And then I'll take 10 minutes or so just to walk away from it all before the stream, and go say hi to my fiance and just be like, right, I'm going to stream. And then I come up and then I'm like, boom, I'm ready to go. So no, I don't do it totally free. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it, because I still get nervous before every stream. Well, varying degrees of nervousness, depends what I'm doing. But yeah, no, there's a lot goes into it, for sure. Anonymous Green Yellow Cat says, are you always so nice or do you let your temper out in secret? The latter. No, I think I'm nice in real life. I tend to have a weekly bitching session where I'll message a friend and just be like, just bitching about life and I think we all need that now and then. I think otherwise I'd go crazy. But no, I'm a nice person. I try. I've had a good upbringing. I was taught if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. You know? But no, I love a good bitch, me. Love it. Oh, don't get on my bad side. I've got a wicked sense of sarcasm as well. So I sort of flex that now and then. Anonymous Blue Cat says, would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? The big questions. The only answer to this big question is 1 horse-sized duck, because then you've only got one thing to take down. 100 duck-sized horses could do probably a lot more damage to me, personally. I would take my chance with the duck. Another anonymous blue cat. To start simple, was the dress black and blue or white and gold? Anonymous blue cat, I saw both. I think it started white and gold, and then literally as I was staring at it, it changed color. I saw another one recently and it was like a pink shoe. It started off grey and then it turned pink as I was looking at it. I don't know what it means. I think it means I have a brain. I don't know. I definitely have 2 sides of my brain. It's to do with which one is dominant, but maybe both of mine are dominant. It's weird. Anonymous Green Cat says, what's your favourite Scottish slang word and why? I'm a big fan of bawbag. I quite like calling people a bawbag. The Scottish word for testicles, bawbag. I like bobby, which is the Scottish word for penis. Just basically anything referring to male genitalia, apparently. I say canny a lot. I would replace can not with canny. Canny, shouldn't, dinny, you know, gony. Gony no. I'd say those, but yeah, we'll definitely go with bawbag. Bawbag's a very versatile Scottish slang word. Anonymous Greeny Yellow Cat says, if you were to do things differently, what would you do? I am at a really good place in my life, so I don't know if I would do anything differently. I would start streaming on Twitch before it got so big and saturated. I would start streaming on Twitch in like 2009 or something. Yeah, I'd get in there. Even earlier than 09, maybe like, when did Justin TV turn into Twitch.tv? I would get in there. Also, I'd invent Google. Another anonymous Greeny Yellow Cat says, what advice would you give someone just starting to stream or been streaming for a while and having a hard time gaining more followers? I'm trying to reach 100, only having 38, but the journey has been a tough one. Oh, anonymous, hopefully through the rest of this video I've been giving out little tips, but as far as getting followers go, I feel like with followers, like when you stop trying to get them is when you get them. Same things apply, just make sure you're always having fun, you've got obviously good quality of stuff, your stream looks good, and then it maybe comes down to the type of games you are playing. If you're playing very saturated games, it's difficult for people to find you because you're at the bottom of the list, basically. They have to stroll through everyone with hundreds of viewers, 50 viewers, 30 viewers, and all the way down. To find someone just starting out, and that is difficult. Twitch have implemented ways of changing your search from highest viewers to lowest viewers. They have implemented that, so they are thinking of ways to help new channels sort of spring forth and come into their own, for sure. But everyone hates calling it this, but Networking. Networking is networking, but everyone hates calling it that because it makes it sound so icky and professional. And but what it is it's just making friends. If you are yourself and you're wonderful, you know, what's the word, charismatic self in someone else's chat, and you maybe give them good feedback and help them and welcome their chat members and just be a really positive member of another streamer, a streamer that you like. Of their chat, then they will notice you. If you are ever able to, you know, finish up a stream and host them or whatever, then you'll let them know that you stream in a subtle way, you know, without mentioning it in chat, because that's sort of against the etiquette, isn't it? But just little things like that you can do is just get to know other streamers, and then you'll tend to pick things up through watching them, like I said before. And then get to know the people in their chat, and as you become friends with people, they will want to watch your stream because they will like you as a person. And then that's all I did. Spent time in streams of people that I liked and got to know a lot of people, and that's honestly what I did. I hope that helps, my dude. Good luck with everything. Anonymous Pink Cat, hey! Love your OG content and your what culture stuff. Favorite member of the team. Oh my god. What a compliment. Thank you so much. My team are all full of amazing people. Thank you so much, Pink. My question is there ever a time you feel like you don't enjoy playing video games because you're either overloaded with the amount of choice or because it's involved with your job? Thank you. Thank you! Yes, absolutely. It doesn't happen very often. As far as just never wanting to play games go, not very often, because I love playing games. That is my go-to. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't even watch a lot of films. I don't really do much of anything except for play video games. So if there's ever a time when I don't want to play video games, it's because I'm very ill. Very ill, or maybe very depressed. It doesn't happen very often, like hardly ever, but sometimes it does if I'm ill especially. As far as not wanting to create content, so not wanting to stream, not wanting to record stuff for YouTube, yeah, that does happen. Maybe if I've had a particularly bad day, like mental health wise, I tend to get in my head a lot that I'm like, I get the whole like inferiority complex, is that what you'd call it? Basically where I'm like, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to do good work today, that kind of thing. But a lot of the time I do it anyway. Because then I'm doing it for 10 minutes and that feeling just melts away. But yeah, I feel that way more than I would like to. But usually I push past it, I would say. Sorry, that's a bit sad that. But I mean, I'm only human, and I'm quite stressed. I work a lot, and then I'm planning a wedding, and I've got all this, and I have a house. I have a 4-bedroom house to clean. I've got a lot on at the minute, so yeah, of course there's times when I'm like, oh, I've just been editing all day, I don't want to edit a video, but no, I love it. So I as soon as I start, it just melts away, for sure. Cheers, man. I've got 2 more cats incoming, so I'm just going to put them together. I've got a nice sea green cat and then a nice yellow green cat. Both of them say favourite game character. Well, this might be the same person. If it's not, then that's amazing. One of them put little sunglasses, happy face. Favourite game character. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. She's amazing. She's gorgeous. She's ginger. She's a strong ass woman. Oh my god, she is so strong, and I don't just mean physically. I mean that girl goes through some heck in that game and finds out that she's actually, oh well, I'm not gonna spoil it if you've never played Horizon Zero Dawn. She's amazing, and I wish I could be more like her. Anonymous green cat. No, that's not green, that's blue. I am... Shut up. What's one game you hated but you really want to play again because you want to make sure that it actually sucked? I don't hate very many things, but a game that I really hated, I'm going back to think of ones that I played while I was at game, because I got to play a lot of games while working at game that I would never have like bought myself. Something I'd played that really sucked. Oh, or maybe one of the spin-off Pokemon games. No, see, even them I really liked. I really didn't enjoy Call of Duty Infinite Warfare when I had to stream that, but I don't really like first-person shooters these days. I don't know, Anonymous. I feel like I want to give you a really good answer. That's a really good question. Oh, I would give Digimon World Next Order another go, because I love the Digimon games and I love Digimon in general. But I was just like, it took me like 30 hours to realize it, but I was like, this game sucks. But I would maybe give that another go, because Digimon. Private Part says, what is the worst Pokemon? Bumfartfish, aka Stunfisk, is the worst Pokemon. I can't even remember why we used to call it. Its cry sounds like a fart, so we used to call it Bumfartfish in as opposed to, you know, the other types of farts you do. It could have been a hand fartfish, could have been an underarm fartfish, but no, he's a Bumfartfish. I can't remember why he's the worst, because he's actually kind of good in battle. Is he not like electric ground? Anyway, it was a uni joke and I can't remember why he's the worst, but he is the worst. Pink Anonymous Cat says, what made you want to start Twitch in the beginning? Also, you're awesome. Thank you, Pink. I answered this before, but yeah, just, I got really addicted. I got really addicted to that feeling of people being happy to see me, when I was happy to see them. It's just lovely having so many new friends and people from all over the world. I got really addicted to that, so yeah, the rest is history. Crimson Cat Eye, hey Crims, says, what's the one genre of game you just cannot play, no matter how popular or well made it is? Battle Royale, I just can't. It's so boring. It's, right, I used to play a lot of shooters when I, like, around about the Xbox 360 kind of time. I played Halo and Gears of War and I loved them. But I just don't play them these days. I guess I discovered RPGs and I've never looked back. So Battle Royale is not only like a shooter, but it's also really boring and you don't do anything. And either your match lasts like 5 minutes or you win, yay, for sitting in a field for half an hour. Yeah, not to me. Not for me, my dude, not for me. Sorry. And that's it. Thank you so much everyone for submitting all your questions. That was a lot of fun. I tend to just answer a lot of questions on stream anyway, so if there was anything you wanted to ask, or in the, oh sorry, not just on stream, on YouTube as well. I love getting YouTube comments, and you know, if there's anything, you know, you want me to go into more depth in, then we have Twitch, which is like a real-time thing. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope this was different, so I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to be able to do more like kind of face to cam stuff, but I'm gonna record some more Danganronpa for you guys, some more Sekiro, and keep giving you guys some content. I'm sorry it's been kind of scarce lately, but hopefully this was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you so much once again everyone who answered my Curious Cat questions. We'll maybe do another one of these in the future, but until then, have an awesome day. Please never stop being awesome, because you know that would just be a travesty, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.